I am so excited to talk to you today about Katherine Applegate's The One and Only Ruby. Wow. Wow, what a book. The way that she is able to bring us into the life of this character that we fell in love with in The One and Only Ivan, in The One and Only Bob, and give us Ruby's backstory in a way where we can, as close to I think we will ever feel like connected to an animal in a book and the trauma that humans are causing to animals. I feel like this book takes us deep inside of that in a really special way. When we get a chance to hear Ruby tell Bob her story and what happened to someone so near and dear to her, it was really impactful and powerful and unforgettable. And you see these things that people are doing to animals, and you see how awful it is, and you feel how awful it is, but like to go inside Ruby's head and experience that, I feel like we're experiencing that with her as she's telling her closest friends, is, oh, it's so good. It's so good. So I hope that you will read this. It's very set up very much like The One and Only Ivan. I couldn't stop reading it, but it was also like really hard to read at times because it was just felt so heartbreaking. But I have a very special bond with these characters. When The One and Only Ivan came out, I immediately read it to my fifth graders, and I just watched this book change their lives and impact them and touch their hearts. And the conversations we had around this book was just, I was a fifth or sixth year teacher. It was really something I'd never quite experienced with a brand new book. I met Katherine shortly after it came out at a book event in Illinois, and like she signed this copy of the book, and I actually thought about keeping it off to the side or something, but I just wanted the kids to read this book that she held. So it just meant so much to me, and it's kind of fallen apart, and I don't know, I feel like that's the way it's supposed to happen with books. And then back in 2020, I was reading aloud The One and Only Bob in March of 2020. And I remember sitting right over there on the carpet in my classroom, and we were going to have a little bit longer spring break because of this new virus that was making its way into our state. And I remember telling my kids that, we're going to be back in a few weeks, everything's going to be okay. And they said, don't read The One and Only Bob without us. Don't read it without us. And I said, I will not. I promise I will not finish The One and Only Bob. I think we were about halfway done. I will not finish The One and Only Bob until we are back together reading it, sitting around this carpet. And our class never came back together. So reading Ruby personally brought me back to all those memories of reading Ivan with kids over the years and reading it aloud. I've read it aloud to third graders. I've read it aloud to fourth graders. I've read it aloud to fifth graders. It brought me back to the videos that my friend Mr. Shu and I used to make about all the Newbery Medal winning videos. And I made this video. Every week I was just talking about the book that won the Newbery, but most of my time I spent talking about Ivan. That was a really fun time, and a fun time in my friendship with Mr. Shu. And when I got a chance to read this book, all of those feelings and emotions kind of came back. And I don't know, it's just amazing what reading can do. I'm 41, almost 42-year-old man reading a book about elephant for kids, and it's just so special. Katherine Applegate gave me this too. So anyways, I hope that you'll read The One and Only Ruby and share it with kids, just like you've been reading The One and Only Ivan for so long and The One and Only Bob for a few years. It is amazing what these stories can do, the impact that they can have, the way that they can change the world. They can change the hearts of the young readers that we serve. And we know when their hearts are changed and molded in ways that have empathy and heart and kindness, the world is a better place. So thank you for sharing books with kids. I look forward to hearing what you think of The One and Only Ruby. I hope it means as much to you as it means to me. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Colby Sharp. I hope you have an awesome fantastic day.